Battle through the firmament. Grand World. Chapter 318. Rank. After inquiring about some other matters with the two of them, the Chibai brothers smiled and left. As the guardians of the academy, the burden on their shoulders was not any less than that of Elder Shao and the rest. It was indeed quite difficult for them to find the time to meet Xiaoyan and Zhu Tianhou today. Although the two seniors have high hopes for you, the academy will not use all of its resources just for the two of you. Therefore, in the following year, you will need to search for cultivation resources by yourselves. Whether it is going to the capital of chaos to cultivate or entering the illusory spirit realm, you can use any method that you think can quickly increase your strength. After Chibai and Elder Su left, Elder Su suddenly smiled. His voice was awe-inspiring without any anger. Elder Shao nodded silently when he heard this. Although Xiaoyan and Zhu Tianhou might represent the Yunlo in the battle, it was impossible for them to increase their overall strength. Xiaoyan and Zhu Tianhou nodded their heads when they heard what Elder Su said. Even if Elder Su didn't say it, they wouldn't be naive enough to think that the Yunlo Academy would spend a lot of effort to nurture them. After all, this was an academy, and it had to be at least fair. The Yunlo Academy's surroundings are very big, and it isn't a small place like the one you see. Don't shut yourself in and build cars while cultivating. If you go out and take a look, you might get a lot of benefits. Elder Shao also raised his head at this moment and spoke in a clear voice. His gaze was dignified as he warned seriously. All right, the Elder's expectations are on the two of you. Don't let him down. Elder Shao paused for a moment. He smiled again and waved his sleeve. Don't tell anyone about this matter, otherwise, it would be troublesome to draw baseless speculation. The two of them nodded and agreed. Just as they were about to leave, Zhu Tianhou suddenly looked at Elder Shao and said in a deep voice, Xiaoyan and I were unconscious during the academy's competition earlier. I wonder what the final result will be. When Xiaoyan heard this, he also looked at Elder Shao. He was also filled with regret for that competition. Due to various reasons, the Origin Monic Key had been greatly exhausted. After the battle with Zhu Tianhou, they had fainted. They did not see the subsequent matches either. She did not have a better understanding of Mahiyu's strength. The Academy's competition. Elder Wu also told us that the two of you fainted at the same time. Consider it a draw. However, he also said that if the ranking was based on the battle of life and death, Mahiyu and Wu Shaogi should be tied for first place. The two of you should be tied for second place. As for that Lu Xiangyang, he will be last. Elder Shao pondered for a moment and said slowly, however, the rankings of every batch of Soaring Dragon rankings will be compared on the martial dais. This time, Mahiyu is still the first, Lu Xiangyang is the second, and Wu Shaoqi is the third. The two of you are ranked fourth. After hearing Elder Shao's words, Xiaoyan pursed his lips and did not say anything. However, a fierce look flashed across Zhu Tianhou's eyes. He mumbled to himself, Lu Xiangyang is second. Ridiculous, that trash who can't even take 5 moves from me. His voice was so soft that even Xiaoyan, who was standing beside him, could not hear him clearly. Of course, all of you have witnessed the situation of the competition that day. You all know who is stronger and who is weaker. The Soaring Dragon ranking is just a name list, it's nothing. He glanced at Zhu Tianhou. Elder Shao laughed loudly. Elder Su, who was beside him, nodded his head and said, this kind of battle is an important indicator in the hearts of ordinary academy elders, but in our hearts, actual combat is the opportunity to test one's true strength. If you want us to think highly of you, we only need to produce evidence. After saying this, Elder Su's figure flashed, and he also left this place. Elder Shao nodded to the two of them and disappeared in the blink of an eye. Silence. Xiaoyan and Zhu Tianhou did not say anything. They exchanged a glance and left the place. Outside, Elder Wu was anxiously waiting. Seeing the two of them come out, Elder Wu wisely did not ask any questions. He looked at their expressions and seemed to have thought of something. He said in a deep voice, this time, there is indeed something wrong with the reorganization of the Soaring Dragon rankings. At least, I think Lu Xiangyang is not qualified to sit in second place. Zhu Tianho's expression was cold and didn't say anything. Xiaoyan also gently smiled and shook his head without saying anything. Elder Su was right. The ranking of the Soaring Dragon ranking was only for the public to see. As for the true strength of the Soaring Dragon ranking, they naturally had their own plans. This time, the top 10 of the Soaring Dragon ranking will be organized by the Academy to enter the realm in Valley 10 days later. You will be cultivating in the space Mahuyang and the others are cultivating in for 10 days. Where is it? I think your strength will increase tremendously. He pursed his lips. He spoke once again. Realm in Valley. Xiaoyan and Zhu Tianho were startled when they heard this. They had never thought that there would be such a benefit. You all know that the illusory spirit realm is just an extension of the illusory spirit space. The true illusory spirit space is rich in cultivation resources. Even the experts of the realm in Valley wish they could cultivate in it every day. This is much faster than cultivating in the spirit source formation. After a pause, Elder Wu continued, 10 days later, the illusory spirit space of the realm in Valley will be open to the public. The 10 of you will be able to enter it. Opening. What do you mean? Zhu Tianho suddenly interrupted. His tone was filled with doubt. The illusory spirit realm was an extension of the realm in Valley's illusory spirit space, but the former could be entered at will. One did not even need to pay spirit origin stones. Although it was extremely dangerous, it was open all year round. It was also the best place for most of the students to cultivate. How could this illusory spirit space be open? Elder Wu smiled bitterly when he heard this. He mused for a moment before finally sighing. He softly said, "You will know about it sooner or later. I will tell you. This illusory spirit space doesn't belong to the Yunlo Academy. It is owned by the 4 courtyards of the Star Domain. The cultivation resources in the illusory spirit space are incomparably rich. Anyone who saw it would be jealous. If you want to take it for yourself, the 4 great academies have fought a great war for it. In the end, after a discussion, the ranking of the 4 academies' competition will decide how long it will take to use it. Unfortunately, the Yunlo Academy was at the bottom of the last batch. In a year, it can only be used for half a month at most. Because of the mystery of the illusory spirit space, it will only appear for 5 months in a year. The rest of the time will be drifting in the air. No one knows where it is. Even the experts who are proficient in spatial power have no information about it when they enter the spatial zone to search for it. Therefore, only these 5 months will be shared by the 4 academies. Xiaoyan and Zhu Tianho were both shocked and speechless. This illusory spirit space was actually so mysterious. In just 5 months, the Yunlo Academy only had 15 days to use. Elder Wu sighed and said, "In 5 months' time, the Star Sky Academy has monopolized 2 months of time. This is the reason why the Yunlo Academy is getting weaker and weaker. The top students don't have good cultivation resources, which limited the development. Therefore, this opportunity is extremely precious. You must cherish it." Hearing this, both of them nodded their heads in agreement. For a moment, they actually had an inexplicable feeling in their hearts. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.